A new AI startup, Essential AI, has just emerged from stealth with a $56.5 million Series A round. So today on the podcast, I'm breaking down what exactly Essential AI is, why I think this is important, what they're going to be doing with that $56 million, and why I think this is going to have a big impact on the AI industry. Stick around as we dive into this. Let's get into the podcast. Welcome to the world's #1 AI podcast, AI Chat. I'm your host, Jaden Schaefer. Make sure that you go to AIbox.ai, link in the show notes, to join the waitlist for our new AI platform. We're going to be launching an incredible platform that allows you to build anything you want with workflows in AI. So you're able to chain together ChatGPT and image generators and audio generators to make really powerful apps for your organization, or you can host them on our marketplace and actually generate royalties from them. So make sure to go to AIbox.ai and join the waitlist. In addition, if you like the podcast, if you could do me a massive favor and please leave us a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. This helps me be able to get better guests on here as they check the reviews to see how you guys are liking it. So if you could please do that, I would really, really appreciate it. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcast app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. In a really big move, I think, for the AI industry, San Francisco-based startup Essential AI has stepped out of stealth mode, and they've announced a huge $56.5 million Series A funding round. So this was spearheaded by March Capital, and the round also had a bunch of other people jumping in. We have some really big tech players: Google, Nvidia, AMD, Franklin Venture Partners, KB Investments, and Thrive Capital, all of which previously led the seed round as well. So this was founded only a few months ago, but Essential AI is the brainchild of Ashish Vaswani and also Nikki Parmer, who was our former collaborators at Google. So the two of them are essentially really renowned for co-authoring a groundbreaking research paper on transformer architecture back in 2017, which revolutionized language understanding and also really laid the groundwork for advancements in AI, including ChatGPT, right? So these are some of the OG people in the space, and you pretty much can assume that anyone that was on that, those original research papers on transformer models is going to be able to get their own startup going. We see Mustafa Suleyman, who raised $1 billion or over $1 billion for Inflections Pi. So this is no surprise that they were able to get a $56 million Series A round here. So Essential AI's founders right now are essentially just on a mission to redefine how humans interact with computers. That's the big mission. And the big question is, what exactly does that mean? So something that's really interesting is, despite raising nearly $65 million total from a mix of venture capital and technology giants, Essential AI is really been quite tight-lipped about its exact product offering, what they're actually doing, which is interesting because obviously when they go around and we're raising funding for this thing, they were explaining to people what they're doing, but to the general public, perhaps they're worried about competitors, etc. They're not really, saying what they're building. So according to the company's website and also a recent press release, the focus is on developing full stack AI products powered by LLMs. And these products are designed to, quote, automate time-consuming workflows, adapt through human feedback, and master increasingly complex tasks, whereby amplifying organizational impact. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but to be honest, it sounds like it could be somewhere in the same direction as my personal startup, which is AIbox, which is essentially allowing you to automate your different AI tasks using chaining together a bunch of different AI models and automating your workflows. So I'm not sure if it's something in that direction or if it's probably something a little bit more automated. Perhaps my guess is it's going to watch your screen, watch what you do, and then try to create AI models that will automate those things. We've seen something similar by a company called Adept. Now, to be honest, I think Adept has struggled a bit in being able to actually pull that off. They're trying to be like a watch your screen and link together all your software. And we're kind of seeing OpenAI take a different approach with their GPT store, where people are actually building tools and actually manually linking together the stuff. So I'm not sure which side of the coin this is going to fall on, and it's hard for me to, speculate or say exactly what they're doing, as they haven't really announced exactly what it is. So the company has teased the potential for their products in significantly speeding up tasks for data and financial analysis, and then also transforming them into more efficient and independent decision makers. So I think that they might be more in the finance space, in the data space, and it'll be interesting to see exactly where they come out on this. But obviously, I think the big thing here is that the AI landscape is really just bustling with companies that are all kind of fighting to enhance enterprise efficiency with all of their new AI solutions. So Essential AI, which is of course backed by Google and Nvidia, enters a very competitive arena where there's differentiation is going to be really key. I don't know if they're going to be as much of a general platform as maybe something more specifically on finance. Their products will have to stand out against, like other things like Data GPT, which essentially helps companies in data interactions. So with all of this new funding that they've raised, though, Essential AI, I think, is really gearing up to launch its first LLM products for enterprise. And the company is actively recruiting a big team of engineers, researchers, designers, sales and product experts. So it's going to be interesting to see, what they're able to do with that. Jamie Montgomery, who's a co-founder and managing partner of March Capital, expressed really strong confidence in Essential AI's potential to innovate at the crossroads of enterprise AI adoption and the rise of enterprise-grade LLMs. He emphasized March Capital's, he's like, whatever. They all do this like big emphasis like spiel where they're like, we believe they're going to be amazing and great. Like, yeah, you put money in, so you're like, talking your game, which is totally fine. But I mean, we got to really see what they actually launch before I would give any verdict on, how they compete with some of the other players in the space. So I think with the expertise of their founders, though, right? These are obviously people with, great expertise in the area. They're pioneers in the space. And of course, they have a really substantial backing from some leading tech players, Google, Nvidia, and all the others that we mentioned earlier. So I think Essential AI really is poised to create some big waves in the AI space. And of course, we're all excited to see what that is, but it's, hard to say exactly what at this time. So we'll definitely keep you updated when they do their big launch, when they do their big reveal. This will be the first place you hear about it. So stick around and I will keep you informed on everything breaking with the story of Essential AI. Thank you for listening to the AI Chat podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, I'd appreciate it if you rate me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're looking for an innovative group of AI enthusiasts, make sure you check out our Discord channel and also our Facebook community. It's obviously a lot more interactive than a podcast where we can actually share software tools, prompts that we're using in everyday AI. I'll leave a link for those in the description below.